Hi, this is Mark Barcheski, Cecil County Public Schools Technology Instructional Coach, and I'm going to show you how to navigate Edmentum once you have logged in and found your home page. This is the page where you will start. It has a bulletin board. It tells you how much success you've had in each of the subject areas. There's math, language arts, and reading. You have your learning paths down below. This is where you're going to navigate most of the time, and it will basically start you at a certain level, and as you show success or failure in certain areas, it will give you different assignments based on that. And it will kind of lead you through a path to learn all the things that you need to learn. There's also a teacher assigned tests and workbook area over here to the left that you may possibly have to navigate, but there's nothing there right now. The learning path is where you're going to focus most of your time. Rewards at the bottom show specifically the areas where you've accomplished that task. It shows up there. So when a student comes here to the home page, you may say, all right, I want you to work on reading today, and they're going to click on their reading. Now this is my daughter's account, and we've already started
Counting syllables.
We've already started, and we have gone into a few of the lessons, and it prompts you. Basically, it picks up where you left off and shows you where to go next. It leads you along the way. There's a rewind button, there's a fast forward button, and there's a play button. It also automatically reads to you any of the words, at least at the younger grade levels. It'll automatically read these words for you so that the student will understand what they need to do. To navigate back, you click up here at the top right on the learning path, and then you click learning path. Now, if I were to click, so when I was at home, I could click start reading, and it'll pick up where I left off. Start language arts will pick up where I left off. If I want to navigate to a specific thing, I need to go back to my learning path here. And it'll show me exactly where I am in my progress. So for math, it shows me I'm on number 1, and there's a lesson and there's a quiz. For language arts, it shows me I'm again on number 1. There's a book talk, lesson, practice, and quiz. And the students are supposed to progress through each of those. For reading, you can see that I've already done number 1 now, or at least my daughter's done number 1, and now she's on number 2. The first lesson is that video. Now just be aware that it will say done even if you've only watched part of it. However, the problem is going to be when you go to do the practice or quiz and you skip over the lesson as a student, you may not know what to do for the practice or quiz. So even though it says done, you may need to go back and watch that again because maybe you only watched it partially, part of the way through, and you didn't really watch the whole thing. You're probably going to want to go back and watch it again because you're going to be lost when it comes to the practice and the quiz. So if you try to skip ahead, it's just going to cause you more time later when you get things wrong. So within that learning path, you can see it'll progress through, and then when it goes to lesson 3, it'll still have the same things again. This introduction that's kind of like that intro song, and then it actually gets into the lesson when you click start. So let's go there. Let's go back to that one again. So when I click the start button, it was playing that song. You'll notice again it has music in the background, and I'm going to click start to start the lesson.
Syllable.
And it actually will read all of this out loud to you, and you can see also the progress as it goes along through each of the sections. This little darker blue will keep going further and further until you get to the end of the lesson, so it does show your progress, and it also shows up here, slide 1 of 15. In addition, there is a dictionary. If you're interested in using that, you can click on the dictionary, and you can type in a word that you want to look up. And then here's a place where you can also keep notes if you want to. It's probably a little advanced for younger students, but older students may find that useful, where they can keep notes on what they're learning. Again, back here, goes back to the learning path, which is this screen, and if you wanted to go back to your home screen, you could click home. So hopefully all that makes sense, and you have a good understanding of how Edmentum is navigated.